These rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, it's these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, it's these rocky shores, they are home to me.
Whenever I leave here, it hurts me so, with tears in my eyes, why go? There ain't no work, and the kids need new clothes, the bills need paying, so I must go.
These rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, yes, these rocky shores is where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they're home to me.
Where did it all go? The life I once had on the ocean's gentle road. My tears in my eyes and my head in my hands, away from my family, I hope they understand.
That is these rocky shores where I call home, that's where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, it's these rocky shores where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me.
Good evening, and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include: the Maiden TEL boardwalk has been repaired. On Monday of this week, the kindergartens held their graduation. On Tuesday, another grade 6 class bid farewell to A.J. Matthews Elementary School. These stories plus community events, the BBS Playbill, Off the Rack, and more coming up after this.
Canadians have always been a nation of trail builders. We like to beat the odds, to dream, and then do the impossible. Imagine a trail 15,000 kilometers long, weaving its way from Atlantic to Pacific to the Arctic. A Trans-Canada Trail. Right now, from coast to coast to coast, Canadians are turning the dream into reality. And when it's completed, the Trans-Canada Trail will connect us all in a new way for a new millennium.
We spent 2 hard summers with most of our weekends committed here, and it's a great feeling. We see all these people from the community up here.
As someone said the other day, said, I had to pay for the trail, and now I have to build the trail.
And significant sections of the trail will be completed by the year 2000. To me, that's very exciting.
With every donation of $40, a meter of trail gets built, and your name is inscribed in a trail pavilion. Call now and put your name on the Trans-Canada Trail.
On Monday of this week, the Volunteer Fire Department took on the task of repairing the Maiden TEL boardwalk. The town approached the fire department to repair the boardwalk. They would supply the materials, and with volunteers to help, the firemen supplied the labor. Early Monday morning, 7 firemen and 1 volunteer, armed with their tools, started the job. By 10 a.m., one of the large structures blown away by the windstorm was put back in place. We can really appreciate the force of that windstorm as we watch the men put the second set of steps back in place. Of course, it wasn't quite that easy just to pick up the steps and put them back. This structure was twisted and took a bit of carpenter skill to get it back the way it was. As you can see, the volunteers did a great job of repairing one of Burgio's greatest attractions. On Monday night of this week, the A.J. Matthews held their annual kindergarten graduation. 24 students, along with their family and friends, bid farewell to their first year as students at A.J. Matthews Elementary School. The students sang songs and nursery rhymes. Both classes sang a farewell song together. Congratulations to all the kindergartens on a job well done.
TWIR, all my friends will go with me. UVWXY, now it's time to say goodbye. Are you very proud of me?
On Tuesday, another class of grade 6s bid farewell to A.J. Matthews Elementary School. The grade 6 class provided quite an evening of entertainment for their family, friends, and teachers as they celebrated the last event they would have together as students at the elementary school. The evening started with the class valedictorians Ashley Lushman and Kristen Janes recalling some fond memories of their time at the school. Presentations of certificates came next, and then some students sang songs. Victoria Sims and Angela Peterson, accompanied by Kristen Janes on guitar, started the program. Julie Begg sang Sonny's Dream. Roger Spencer played Mozart, and April Strickland sang I'm Leaving on a Jet Plane. All the parents, friends, and teachers enjoyed a great evening of entertainment. Congratulations to all the students on an excellent job. Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up after this.
Houses of yellow, lime, aqua, and blue. And the world's most friendly folk. As proud to show their true colors as the street they call Jelly Bean Row. Imagine that. After you've seen the whales and the icebergs and the fjords, come witness a natural wonder. A Saturday night, St. John's, Newfoundland. Imagine that.
In May, we reported that the Sandbanks Provincial Park would now be charging $3 for a 14-inch square of firewood. There seems to be some questions concerning this new policy. Some residents were wondering if you would be allowed to bring your own wood when you came to the park. We approached the workers at the park about this concern, and they told us they had no problem with residents bringing their own firewood. School closed for summer on Friday of this week. Most of the students at both schools were excited to have all the homework, tests, and studying over with. The high school students were quite eager to get out and start enjoying the summer. For some students at St. John's Central High, it means getting a summer job and in some cases working for the very first time. For others, it was a time of celebration because they moved to the next grade. Still, for other students, it was a disappointment because for them it would mean they would have to return to summer school in order to move to the next grade. At A.J. Matthews School, the atmosphere was filled with excitement as students received their diplomas and some received awards. We stopped by Mrs. Tucker's class for a visit. Congratulations to all students who passed and received awards. To all those who didn't make it, study a little harder and we're sure you'll make it the next time. We hope all of you have a safe and wonderful summer.
Good evening. The Town Council held its regular meeting on Wednesday, June 23rd. The following issues were covered. The town now has everything in place to convert the chlorination system over to using 1-ton cylinders. Over the long run, this will be a savings to the town. Council, over the next several months, will be doing some work and installing new equipment on the playground. The basketball court will be resurfaced with new cement, and a new piece of equipment has been ordered which will be installed as it arrives. The equipment is a play area for smaller children. The walkway leading to the lookout on Maiden T Hill that was damaged in a windstorm has been replaced. This work was done by the volunteer fire department and one other individual who volunteered his time. On behalf of the town council, we would like to thank personally the fire crew that went to Maiden T Hill and did the repair job, and also to Alistair Barter. Thank you very much for the time that you volunteered. Consultations are ongoing with regards to the proposed new community education complex. Once the site has been finalized and all funding put into place, then the actual work can begin. It is anticipated that a proposal for the full community complex will be ready to go to the federal government in September, October, and that the same proposal will then go to the provincial government when the House opens in November. Our MHA, Mr. Kelvin Parsons, has been working closely with the local steering committee to help us put together a package that will go to the government. In the near future, Council will be having the sewer outfalls treated for pest control. This will be done by Modern Pest Control from Corner Brook. The town will be contributing an amount of $10,000 towards the hiring of an economic development officer for Burgeo and $2,500 to the Festival Coast Tourism Association to ensure that the tourism marketing specialist position is maintained. As well, earlier in the month, Mayor Han had requested that people write their MHAs, write their Minister of Fisheries, or write the Premier concerning the quota for crab fishing in Burgeo. And on June the 11th, there was a reply sent back by the Minister, Arjan Efford, that I would like to read to you at this time. Dear Mayor Han, over the past number of days, the Premier's office has received a significant number of letters from residents of Burgeo requesting his support for a crab quota for Burgeo. He has asked that I follow up on this issue. As you are aware, the province has made representation to the Minister of Fisheries and Oceans on this issue, highlighting, in particular, the opportunity that could arise from the results of the expanded offshore crab fishery in 3LNO. Fisheries and Oceans have committed to a review of this activity in the current month, following which a decision will be taken by DFO as to whether or not the 1999 quota will be adjusted to reflect the most encouraging catch results to date. You can be assured that we remain fully sensitive to the concerns raised by residents of Burgeo in their ongoing correspondence. From this perspective, you can be assured that the province will continue to take a keen interest in this opportunity and will continue to make the appropriate representation on your behalf. Yours sincerely, R. John Efford, Minister. We thank the people of the community for supporting the Mayor's request on behalf of the town in sending in letters. Those of you who haven't written, if you still wish to remind the Minister that Burgeo is here and that we need a quota in order to increase the employment of Burgeo, then I'm sure if your letter goes to the Town Council office, it will be posted. We encourage you to support all efforts in the community to create any types of employment, whether they be fisheries related or other types of innovative ideas that might come up. Thank you and good evening.
Stay with us for Off the Rack, the community events, and the BBS Playbill, all after this.
In West Africa, when rain is scarce, crops fail, forcing rural people to move to cities in search of a means to provide for their families. With the help of USC Canada, villagers in northern Mali are fighting the pressure to leave with projects focused on market gardens, small credit schemes, and improved soil conservation methods. Help the people of Mali fight back against desertification and drought. Support USC Canada today.
Off the Rack. This week, as we scanned our tape rack, we came across a tape of the last day of school, as Dave got a chance to speak to some of the elementary school students. Let's look back to June 1992.
Unfortunately, at the high school, students were very reluctant and did not want to talk to us. After leaving the high school, we then took our cameras to the elementary school. As you can see, the kindergarten students look very eager to get their reports back. We were a little more successful down at the elementary school, where we spoke to a couple of students. So did you pass, Ross?
Yeah.
So what grade are you going to be in next year?
Grade 3.
Grade 3. Congratulations. Name?
Mitch.
So Madge, did you pass?
Yes.
So what grade are you going to in September?
3.
So did you get any prizes?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Most improved.
You got a most improved. Oh, that's good. Congratulations.
Good evening and welcome to the community events segment of tonight's broadcast. I'm Miranda Green. Students are reminded that summer school will be going ahead beginning Monday, July the 5th. All supplementary exams will be written on August 11th, 12th, and 13th, except chemistry 3202, physics 3202, and math 3200 and 3201. The public library will be having a summer story time one afternoon a week for children ages 2 to 6. If you would like to enroll your child, please call 886-2730 to register. To kick off Canada and to celebrate the International Year of the Older Person, Foodland will be selling hot dogs for 50 cents with free Kool-Aid at their parking lot on Wednesday, June 30th from 6 to 9 p.m. All proceeds will be going towards the Janeway Children's Hospital. There will be a flag rising ceremony. There will be free Canada Day hats for the first 100 kids. They also have Canada pins and souvenir cards with the national anthem. If your group or organization has an upcoming event planned, we will be happy to advertise it for you. You can contact the BBS office by Wednesday of each week to have items included in this portion of our broadcast. That concludes the community event segment of tonight's broadcast. See you next week. Good?
BBS Playbill. Tune in on Tuesday at 7 p.m. for a rebroadcast of The Last Pansies Garden until September. Join us on Wednesday when we'll have a video from the Canadian Firearms Centre called An Overview of Canada's Firearms. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night.